Now normally, I don't like to get too political on this channel, but the DJI Pocket 2 is, it's kind of cool. So what is the DJI Pocket 2? Well, the DJI Pocket 2 is a 3-way axis stabilized pocket camera. But what does that mean? When using the DJI Pocket 2, you can directly control the camera using the joystick. There are 3 modes that the Pocket 2 allows. Going up and down is called pitch. Going side to side is called yaw. And tilting side to side is called rolling. But don't let the small form factor fool you. With a 64 megapixel camera and advanced image stabilization, this camera rivals competitors such as the GoPro. And that's pretty much it. That's really all the competition they have. But now that we're on specs, let's talk a little bit more about them. On this camera, it records from 1080p to 4K, and at those resolutions, it records from 24 frames per second all the way to 60. And that's cool. You get 4K at 60 frames per second, and you can slow-mo that, so you can get some good action shots. Not only that, you do get the included modes of HDR video, time-lapse, hyperlapse, and a new feature which is actually pretty cool, motion lapse. All right, we talked about all those cool modes, time-lapse, motion lapse, cool, but how's the battery life? Well, DJI claims that at 1080p recording at 30 frames per second, you get a maximum battery life of 140 minutes, which actually comes out to 2.333 repeating hours, which compared to the GoPro is better because the GoPro only records up to 2 hours, and even then it struggles at that. However, I wish it kind of was the GoPro, because the GoPro has interchangeable batteries. Oh no, one died. Dang, swap it out. Okay, we're good. Unfortunately, the DJI can only be charged. However, you can negate this by getting a power bank. So if you are out and about, you can directly plug it into a power bank using USB Type-C and then have a longer charge. However, that's pretty inconvenient. So if you are using this camera, I would highly recommend to make sure it is charged before you go out. And if a 2-hour shoot is fine for you, then be my guest. But if you are recording at 4K, then I would highly recommend carrying either a power bank or a wall charger if you know there's going to be outlets there. That's just my opinion though. That's just me. Here you are actually viewing through the DJI Pocket 2, recording at 4K at 30 frames per second. What you are listening to right now is the DJI Pocket's 4 internal microphones. Microphone as is, when you are in an inside environment with no external sound, you do sound a lot better. I am in the middle of a park with a bunch of nature and wildlife around me, so you probably are going to hear a lot of that. For me, since I'm mainly going to be using this camera for POVing, that is not much of a problem since I'm going to have an external lavalier microphone or a microphone on top of my camera. The absolute coolest thing about this camera is the Active Track 3.0. If I come over here, I can turn the face tracking on. If I walk slowly at a moderate pace, then it'll track me just fine. When this is in a well-lit situation, it performs a lot better. Unfortunately, in my room or at the hotel I stayed at, it struggled a little bit. But right now, it is actually doing a very good job. So if I am going to be outside vlogging with this, I have to make sure I'm walking at a moderate pace, not completely running around like this, because, well, it might just lose me. The main reason I bought this camera is because of the low light performance. When I had the GoPro Hero 9, the low light performance was hot garbage in my opinion. When I walked into a bar, unfortunately, there was a lot of grain in the image. So much that I could not even give it to the client. When walking through the streets of Houston in pitch black dark, I didn't see that much grain, which is what I want for my video. Rather than trying to bump up the sensor like on the GoPro Hero 9, the DJI recognizes that, hey, maybe this doesn't need to be that bright and gives me a much better video and gives me what I want. Before that, look at me. I look kind of cute in that. Like, I look kind of cool with that. Okay. So I can actually. That works. Okay. That was hard. Something else that is really cool about the DJI Pocket 2 is the ability to plug your smartphone in and use the DJI app. This allows you to get the most out of your settings rather than having to navigate through the controls on the actual camera. On the phone, you get complete access to all your settings directly on the screen. You can control the ISO, the shutter speed, what mode you're in. If you want to do a time lapse, you can essentially control everything. Would I buy this over the GoPro? 100%. I did. I returned my GoPro Hero 9, unfortunately, because I just was not satisfied with it. So far as I'm getting used to this, I am way more satisfied. For a cheaper price, I get a better camera in my opinion. I get more modes and I get the access to literally turn it on, it nod at me, so already it's an experience. It literally nodded at me. It's a companion, it's a little buddy, it's a little friend. I need a name for this thing. I would look at my GoPro sometimes and be like, hey, this is kind of a nuisance more than like an accessory, which is why I love the DJI Pocket 2, because it feels like something that's with me. I can attach this to my camera bag and forget about it, and that's what I love about this DJI Pocket. I can just forget about it. I will definitely be using this in the future in more and more videos, and hopefully y'all can enjoy seeing it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below if you have this product. If not, let me know if you're interested in buying it, or if you have any more questions about it, drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, photo fam, it's been your boy Eddie Herrera. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of the DJI Pocket 2. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to support by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of y'all subscribed. Now to become part of the photo fam, all the links will be in the description and the link to this if you want to pick one up. Catch you guys next video whenever that is. Take it easy, guys. Peace. Bye bye.